Hi, I'm Doc Marshall for Lessons.io. That's a very good song that everybody knows, right? Kansas City, written way back when. I don't even know when myself. It's probably older than I am, which is pretty old. But let's take a look at how to play this chord. Actually, this is a very simple song. It's 1, 4, 5. 1, and we'll play the key of A, right? 1, 4, and 5. Okay? 1, 4, and 5. Now it didn't sound exactly like that when I played it, right? Because I was playing 7th chords. That's your 5 chord. That's the D. See? That's a D chord. That's a D chord. In the first position, of course, it would be over here. But because this is a rock and roll song, or the arrangement is a rock and roll song, we want to get in there and really chunk it out, right? Get some energy going in there. So we're playing it up on the neck. We're using bar chords, and we're using inside chords, which is here. And this chord here is your 5 chord, which is the same chord that's here, except this is the major chord. If I wanted to play the 7th there, I could do it here. Okay? But it has a nice sound played here. So that's why I chose to play it here. Now if I want my 4 chord, because this is my 5, I want my 4, all I have to do is bring the whole chord down 2 frets. And that's my 4 chord. That's the one that's right here, see? Same chord, except this is the 7th. And it's configured a little bit differently. So, there's my 1 chord, there's my 5 chord, and there's my 4 chord. And that's really all the chords that you need. Those are the 3 chords in this 3-chord song. So, I'm going to start it out not on the 1 chord, because I have to get into the song, right? As the singer, I want to orient myself to where the note is that I should start. If I just start over here, I might be able to pick it up, but it's so much easier if I use a 5 chord. See? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the 5 chord. My ear hears that. And then I'm going to bring it down to the 4 chord. And then I'm going to bring it up to the 5 chord again. And then I could also put the in-between chord. Or, depending on how you like to hear the song, right? So when I started it off, I went like this. And then to my 1 chord. Now I'm oriented, and then hit that 5 chord again just to be sure. I'm going to Kansas City. Okay, now let's look at the chords more carefully. I'm playing this chord here. It's my starting chord. This is an E7. Okay? I'm muting that string. Now I could play it open because it is in the chord, and that's fine. But for consistency, because I'm going to move down here, right? Now it's not going to be... No, that doesn't work. So I'm going to mute the string with my thumb. A lot of times a player will play with his thumb to the back of the neck, like that, to push against the strings, which is the correct way to do it. However, sometimes you want to have the use of that thumb on the chord, either to play a note, like that, if you desire to do so, but sometimes just to mute the string, so it doesn't interfere with the chord that you're playing. In like manner, this string over here, the high-pitched string, is also muted. I'm doing that with this part of my hand. Okay? It takes a bit of monkeying around with it so that you can grab this chord without any, stopping to do this or stopping to do that. It takes practice, yes. But that's the beauty of music, too. Once you accomplish this, it's a good feeling, okay? So when I start my song, I'm playing these 4 notes in the inside chord, okay? And bring the whole thing down to my 4 chord, and then to the 1. That's where I'm going to start. But I want to grab that 5 chord again just to let me know where I am. That's the pitch for your ear. I'm going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. And then to the 4 chord, I'm going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Back to the 1 chord. I got some crazy little women. This is the chord we started with, remember? I'm gonna get me one. Notice that we had the same progression there. We went from here to there to the 1 chord again. And that's another good little trick to do. How do you start any given song? Pick the last line of the song or the last line of the chorus and play those chords without doing the singing. See? So in this case, notice here again we're going up, right? We went down before. We'll go back up, but we'll put the next chord in there too. So, right? So. Makes a nice introduction, right? I'm on the 5 chord, I'm going to Kansas City. So now we have 2 or 3 ways of getting into the song, don't we? So pick the one that's more comfortable for you. That's the main idea here, is to be comfortable with what you're playing. So let's look at the song. We're going to play our 1 chord here, and this is where most of the lyrics are. You know, I'm going Kansas City, here I come. Okay, now you notice I did something else. I played this bass note over here. That nice shuffle feel to it, okay? And all I'm doing is going from this note to this note. But I'm doing it with my other fingers. I'm doing it with this finger and the pinky. So take the pinky away from here, put it up here. Back to the 1 chord, now to the 5 chord. Crazy little women, I'm gonna get me one. Now give yourself that walk up again. I'm gonna be standing on the corner. Now you're into your next verse. Okay, and this song repeats that way. Okay. The only other part of the song is where it stops. Get me a bottle of wine. I'm going to get me a bottle of wine and I'm going to get a woman, and I even forgot how to play that myself. But it's hard to do when you stop and start in the middle of the song. To Kansas City, here I come. I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy women, I'm gonna get me one. Well, I might take a train, I might take a plane, but if I have to walk, I'm gonna fly. They're just the same. I'm going to Kansas City. Okay, so the only thing I did there was I just stopped my playing like that, and then when I came back in, I went to the 7th chord. That's a 1, 7, and then back into the next verse. Okay? So, we're going to start it this way. To Kansas City, here I come. I'm going to Kansas City, 1, 5, 1. Practice that. We'll see you next time.